Hi, days of faking and scamming, days of fuck shit, days of faking and scamming. You think you are very funny. I don't really care who the fuck you are. For me, you're nothing. You're just shit. You're nothing. You're just a scammer. And if you think bad things about me or you want to say bad things about me, so what? Who the fuck are you? You're just a scammer. You're just some scammer who made a YouTube channel to scam people. You don't know anything about language learning, and if you tell me you know something about language learning, I don't care. What I know that you can only speak one language, English, and then you want to tell people language learning advice. You want to tell people about language learning advice. You want to tell them to become member of different language learning apps, and you want to give them some advice about language learning when you can only speak one language. And your French video was fake and edited, like 2.5 minute video. You could only make a video for 2.5 minutes speaking French, and it was fake and edited. And after you give up on French, you say it's too difficult to learn French. If you really wanted to learn French, and if it was important for you, then you would not have gave up, you would have continued. You gave up on learning French because you don't really care to learn French. And now you are learning Swedish or pretending to learn Swedish. Even if you're learning Swedish, I don't care. It's easy to learn Swedish or Danish or Norwegian. It's not difficult to learn. So even if you're learning Swedish, so what? Swedish and Norwegian and Danish are amongst the most easy languages to learn in the world. Like they are some of the easiest language to learn in the world, especially for people who are native English speakers, so it's very easy to learn. So even if you learn Swedish, so what? And what are you going to use Swedish for? Maybe you want to move to Sweden in the future or something bullshit like that. But I don't really care. Why? You want to move to Sweden? Are you tired of Australia? Australia is not good enough anymore. You want to move to Sweden? But I know why you make this learning Swedish bullshit nonsense. It's only because you want to sell membership of language learning apps. When people see, oh, he's learning Swedish and he used those different apps to learn Swedish, this way you can tell people, oh, I'm using this app to learn Swedish, or I'm using this app to learn Swedish. And then you'll tell people to become member of those different language learning apps and some other things. Also, you put links, you put so many links to many different things. And even that is not even the worst thing about you. That's not even the worst thing about you, that you put some links to make money from language learning apps. That's not even the worst thing about you. The worst thing about you is that you are supporting other scammers. You are supporting scammers like Luca Lampariello, Lindy Boats, Steve Kaufman, Oli Richards, and this language come up. And many other scammers. You're working with all the scammers. You're friends with the scammers. That's the worst thing. The worst thing is that you're friends with the scammers and you're supporting them, and you want to make some videos saying that it's true that they can speak all the language they can speak. You make videos, Luca Lamprello say that he can speak 15 language, or you make video with Steve Kaufman and the other Polyglot. You want to say that they can speak the language they can speak even if it's not true. That's like the worst thing about you. You're like, I don't know what kind of human you are. I'm not going to say a lot of bad words here. And then you want to make fun of me about how good I speak Danish or Arabic or English. Like, does it even matter? Does it fucking matter how good I speak this language? And if you tell me it's because I'm criticizing the polyglot YouTubers, I know you have some bad excuse. All of you people who criticize me, you have some bad excuses. Is like about like, oh, I need to be perfect in many language to criticize them. Like, only if I'm perfect in many language then I can criticize them. No, I don't need to be perfect in many language to criticize them. I just need to see that they're fake and scammers and show people that it doesn't matter how good I speak English or how good I speak Arabic or how good I speak Danish. It doesn't matter how many languages I can speak or how good I speak those languages. It doesn't matter how many languages I can speak or how good I speak those languages. What matters is that I'm going to show how fake those people are, and also how fake you are, and what kind of scammers all of you are. That's what matters. How good I can speak a language or how good I can speak different languages doesn't really matter. And it's funny when it comes from a person like you who can only speak one language, like a person like you who can only speak one language, English, with some weird Australian accent, that sounds really weird and not nice to listen to. Your Australian accent is not nice to listen to, and then you want to make fun of my English, even if my English is not perfect, or even if I have wrong pronunciations, it doesn't matter. Like, I don't know what's wrong with you. And then your Australian accent is really weird. Even if you pronounce the words correctly, even when you pronounce the words correctly in Australian, it sounds more bad to listen to than when I pronounce wrong. Even if I pronounce some words wrong, then still your Australian accent sounds 10 times or 100 times more bad and more weird than when I speak or when anyone speaks English. I don't really know what's wrong with you. You're just some bullshit scammer. But I know what's wrong with all of you scammers. You just want to find any excuses to criticize me or to make any bullshit about me because you don't want people to know the truth about you. You just want to say any bullshit about me like an excuse to not, so I'll not show what kind of people you are. And when I read, you criticize when I'm reading. You also criticize when I'm reading in my videos. When I read in my videos, most of the time I'm just mumbling like blah 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 blah. Like I'm just reading fast. Like when I'm reading fast because, for example, those videos of Benny Lewis, when I read some very long text, if I'm going to pronounce it correctly, if I want, I can pronounce most of the word correctly. Even if I pronounce some words wrong, but I can pronounce most of the word correctly. I can pronounce most of the words correctly, but then I have to read more slow. I have to read more slow. Not very slow, but I'll have to read more slow so the pronunciation will be correct. But if I read more slow and I read some very long text, many pages about different things about this Benny Lewis or some other polyglot, if I have to read many long text and read it slow to make the pronunciation correct. If I want to make the pronunciation sound correct, I need to read more slow. Then it will take very long time. You already complain that my videos are too long. They're like 1 hour, 2 hours, 3 hours long. So if I have to read those long text, those very long text, many pages about different things about the polyglot YouTubers that I find on the internet, if I need to write it very slow or to make the pronunciation correct, then it will take me even more hours, the videos. Like this 1 hour video, I don't know how long time it will take. If it will take 1 hour and 20 minutes or 1 hour and a half or 2 hours, it will take almost double the time if I need to read it slowly to make the pronunciation correct. That's why many times when I'm reading, I'm just reading fast. Like, no, I'm just reading fast. So the pronunciation is not correctly because I'm just saying it fast or blah, 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 like that. I'm not concentrating on the pronunciation because I'm just trying to read it fast, or I'm just looking the text. Sometimes I don't even read all of it. I'll just read few lines. Then I'll jump to the next few lines. I'm just showing people the text. I could also choose to show people the text and not read it and then let people read by themselves. But I just read a little bit together with the text so people can listen to me and same time they can also read by themselves same time. But I'm not really concentrating to read it slowly. If I want to read it more slowly, my pronunciation will be better. Like if I read it more slow, the pronunciation will be better. But I'm just reading it fast, so it becomes same like some mumbling, blah 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 blah. It becomes not, then it will sound not correct because I'm just reading fast and low voice. Sometimes I just read fast and low voice in the video. When there's some text in the video, I'm just reading fast and low voice. I'm not concentrating to read it slowly and make the pronunciation correct. If I read it more slow, I can make the pronunciation more correct. Also doesn't really matter, but I can read much better and my pronunciation will be much better if I read it more slow. not totally slow, but a little bit more slow, and if I really concentrate, but then the video will become much longer time. And I see you days of French and Swedish, you make fun of me, or some of you make fun of me because my videos are like 1 hour, 2 hours long. It doesn't matter if I make 1 hour video or 2 hours, or if I only make 5-minute video or 2-minute video. No matter how long or how short my video is, you will still criticize it, and you will still say that I'm not proving anything. You just want to criticize me no matter what, because you don't want me to show that you are all fake and liars and scammers. And I make the videos long to take time to show the different things, even if it takes longer time. I don't care, even if it takes 1 hour to show one video or something. I do that so I can show more things like that. I have some reason why I do it. I don't need to explain exactly why I do the things the way I do. Also, it's not your business what I do or how I do it. You days of faking and scamming, and the other people criticizing me. I can make my videos long or short, or I can pronounce wrong or speak wrong or do whatever I want in my videos. It's really none of your business. My videos are none of your business, especially when you don't like what I'm doing, especially when you don't like my videos and don't like what I'm doing, especially when you're scammers, and you are some of the scammers that I'm exposing. You are some of the scammers that I'm exposing and showing that you're scammers. So I'm showing that you're scammers, and then I also need to make my videos the way you want. Like, I'm showing that you're scammers, and then you also want to tell me how to make my videos, if I should make them 2-minute videos or 1-minute video or 5-minute or 10-minute videos, or if I should, or if my pronunciation is not correct or whatever. Like, are you going to talk about my videos, how I make my videos? Like, you don't even like my videos, then don't tell me how to make my videos. And if you tell me that I should also not do the same, then the difference is that I can criticize your videos because you are scammers. But why are you criticizing my videos? For showing that you're scammers? Like, for what reason are you criticizing my videos? For showing that you're scammers? That's like a very bad excuse. Like, if you're criticizing me or criticizing my videos for showing that you're scammers, that's like a very bad excuse. Like, you have no good excuse for why you're criticizing me. But I'm criticizing you scammers for being scammers. So I have some good reason. If I criticize something you're doing or showing that you're scammers. But you have no good reason to criticize me. Only you're full of bullshit. And I have some challenge for you. Days of faking and scamming. You want to play smart on me, but I'm fluent in 3 languages. And I don't care what you think about how good I speak those languages, because you cannot speak Arabic, so you don't know how good I speak Arabic. And same time, you cannot speak Danish, you don't know how good I speak Danish. And if you tell me you can speak Swedish and you understand my Danish, then you're full of bullshit. And if you understand Swedish, then only very little. So I don't think someone who just started to learn Swedish should criticize me, who have learned Danish and speak Danish since I was a little child. You must be a joke. Like, you must be the biggest joke ever. And if you want to criticize my Arabic when you cannot speak Arabic, then you also must be the biggest joke I have ever seen in my life. I have some challenge for you, you shit scammer, days of faking and scamming. I have a challenge for you. You play smart on me, I have a challenge for you. I want you, shit scammer, days of faking and scamming, days of French and Swedish, days of faking and scamming. I want you to become fluent in Arabic. Not only learn Arabic, I want you to become fluent in Arabic. And I'm not talking about this fake video. You made about learning Arabic in 3 weeks or 1 month. And then you made some edit in the video and only said few words in Arabic. I'm not talking about like that. I'm not talking about only learning a little bit beginner stuff in Arabic or conversational level in Arabic. I'm talking about being fluent, high level, fluent in Arabic. I challenge you. I challenge you, days of faking and scamming, days of French and Swedish. You scammer, I challenge you to become fluent in Arabic. You make fun of me, even I can speak 3 languages fluently. Then you make fun of me. I challenge you to become fluent in Arabic. If you can do that. I don't think you can do that, or of course anyone can become fluent in Arabic, but it's going to take you a long time. It's going to take you a long time. Arabic is one of the most difficult languages in the world. If you search on the internet, and also most people know that already. Most people know that already, but if you also search on the internet, it says that Arabic is one of the most difficult languages in the world. And you know what? I can speak Arabic. I can speak Arabic no matter what you think about it. I can speak Arabic. I can speak Arabic fluently. I've learned Arabic since I was a little child. I have elementary school and high school in Arabic country. I've studied Arabic on high level. I've studied Arabic on high level. I've studied Arabic grammar on high level. So don't come here and tell me that I cannot speak Arabic or Danish. I have studied both Arabic and Danish on high level and English on high level. I have studied elementary and high school, both Danish and Arabic and English. All of them, I have studied them in elementary and high school, and also in university. I have studied Danish and Arabic, and I have studied some English also. And then also I have some education also here in Denmark like that. I have studied Danish in different educations. I have finished an education here also. So don't come here and tell me that I cannot speak English or Danish or Arabic. Don't say some bullshit that you don't know anything about. Don't say some bullshit nonsense you don't know anything about, you fake scammer. You fake scammer who support other scammers. I challenge you to be fluent in Arabic. And to make this challenge more funny, but I know you will not do that. I know you will not do this. But to make this challenge more funny, I want you to delete your YouTube channel, Days of French and Swedish. I want you to delete your YouTube channel. Right now, delete your YouTube channel, and then you can make a new YouTube channel later. Later you can make a new YouTube channel. You know when? You know when you can make a new YouTube channel? When you become fluent in Arabic. When you can speak fluent in Arabic, when you can speak fluently in Arabic and high level in Arabic, then you can start a new YouTube channel again. And why I tell you this? Because you want to criticize me for speaking Arabic. You want to criticize me for that I can speak Arabic and Danish and English while you can only speak English. So if you think you are so smart and better than me, or you think you're better than me and can speak more language than me, if you think you can speak more languages than me, then I think you should delete your YouTube channel now. And then after you've become fluent in Arabic, then you can have something to say. If you cannot become fluent in Arabic, then just zip it and shut up. If you cannot become fluent in Arabic, if you don't have what it takes, you gave up on French. You gave up on French. You gave up on French and say it was too difficult. And I promise you, Arabic is at least 10 times more difficult than French. I promise you, Arabic will be at least 10 times more difficult than French. The language that you say that I cannot speak it and you make fun of me, the language that I can speak fluently, Arabic, you cannot speak that language, and it's 10 times more difficult, or more than 10 times difficult than French, that you didn't want to learn. You didn't want to learn French because you say it's too difficult. Arabic is at least 10 times more difficult than French, and I can speak Arabic fluently. So before you make fun of me, just shut the fuck up. So I challenge you to become fluent in Arabic. Let's see how long time it will take you to become fluent in Arabic. And I'm not talking about that you will upload some fake videos speaking Arabic. I'm not talking about you will make some fake videos in Arabic. I'm talking about that you will become fluent for real, not some fake videos. Like for real, you become fluent for real. If you can become, and don't make fun of me because I say for real or how I pronounce the words, don't make fun of me. When you can speak Arabic fluently, then you can come back and make fun of my English pronunciation. When you can speak Arabic fluently, or when you can speak 3 languages fluently like me, then you can come back and make fun of my pronunciation if you want. But now you just have to shut the fuck up if you can only speak 1 language and your Australian pronunciation sounds very stupid. So just shut the fuck up, you days of fuck shit. You days of faking and scamming. Just shut the fuck up. Don't make fun of someone who can speak more languages than you. And don't make fun of someone who is an honest person. Don't make fun of someone who is an honest person when you are a scammer. Don't come here and make fun of someone who is an honest person when you are a fucking shit scammer supporting scammers. So now delete your channel. Delete your scammer channel. Delete your scammer channel. Days of fuck shit. Days of fuck shit. Like days of FS. Days of fuck shit. Days of fuck shit. Delete your shit channel that you use to scam people. Your channel that you use to scam people. The channel you use to scam people and to support other scammers. The channel you use to scam people and support other scammers. Delete that channel. And then only come back and make a new channel. Only come back and make a new YouTube channel when you become fluent in Arabic. When you become fluent in Arabic or fluent in 3 languages, same like me, but one of the language have to be Arabic. One of the 3 languages have to be Arabic. When you become fluent in 3 languages and one of the languages is Arabic, and you become fluent for real, not just some fake edited videos. When you become fluent for real in Arabic and maybe another language also, when you become fluent in 3 languages and one of them is Arabic, same like me, then you can make a new YouTube channel again. And I know you are not going to do that, but I challenge you to become fluent in Arabic. And I want to see how long time it will take you. So just shut the fuck up, you fucking loser. You fucking loser scammer. Just shut the fuck up, you fake loser scammer shit. You are working with other scammers, you fucking shithole. Bye bye loser. Bye bye loser. Bye bye loser.